And we are live. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Raving with Rua here, episode number 47 on my YouTube channel, Songs from the Rua Room, dedicated to singer-songwriters from Belgium and beyond. How's everyone doing in these strange corona times? I hope you're all well and fine and happy wherever you are in the world. As always, if you are watching on YouTube and it may be your first time to the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button there for me. It helps me to get the songs out there, build the channel. We're very close to 1,000 subscribers here. We're only about 45 away. So if you do have a YouTube channel, please consider subscribing here tonight so we can push this across the finish line to, well, the starting line really in YouTube land. 1,000 subscribers is what we need. On the 1st of September, the channel celebrates 2 years in existence, and with great fun. So far, so good. On the 29th, this day week, I will be doing a very special 2-year anniversary show, so hopefully you'll join us here as well. If you have comments and questions or you want to say hello, please do so in the comment section below. We have Annegine already there. She's straight in. Hi Annegine, welcome to the show as always. Lovely to see you here. If you feel like contributing or donating to the show to help it keep it afloat, the virtual tip jar is always open there. Links in the description below. You can also visit the shop at theruaroom.com. That's where you'll find all the goodies there in the shop. So yeah, we've had a bit of a break here, and this is a small part of what I do here on the channel. The main channel, of course, is full of great singer-songwriters, and this is a lovely little live stream part of it that I get to, excuse me, that I get to talk to singer-songwriters about their art and their craft and their music. And tonight's show, of course, as always, sponsored by the great people of G-Shark Guitars. They're the world's finest travel electric guitars. Please check them out there in the links below as well. The Bootleg Heroes are my guests tonight, a brilliant Ghent-based duo, and I had the great fortune of working with them on their newest EP, which we'll talk about now, all going to plan. Please welcome the dynamic duo that is Carl and Glenn. How are you boys?
Hey.
Hi. Evening, everyone.
How are you doing? Welcome and thanks for being here. How have you both been? I know you're a little bit on the sick side, Carl. Hopefully not with Corona, but you're a bit under the weather, are you?
Let's cross our fingers that it's not Corona. Just in case it would be, we're conducting this live stream / interview in the safest of measures. You gotta make sure that Glenn doesn't accidentally topple over with Corona if I would have it too.
That's right. Well, this is the good thing about these live streams. We can talk to people in the safety and comfort of their own homes, and that's great. How are you doing over there, Glenn?
I'm great.
You're great. Yeah, looking fine and well. You're both busy with different projects and different things, which we'll talk about in a moment. I want to ask you, Carol, about the brand new EP, which we had great fun working on.
What do you want me to say about it, except that it was absolutely amazing experience to work with you? Is that what you're going for?
That's exactly where I was going with that question, Carl. Thank you. I didn't have to force you to say that. So yeah, tell everybody again how wonderful it was.
So it was very wonderful. No, but our second EP was released finally last month. We recorded it with the mighty RWR. We have a friend of ours, Tom Blaise, with a studio in Antwerp, who provided the samples. Then we did the fantastic Luc from Ghent, who helped us with the mastering. The end result is our second EP, Right as Rain. Very proud of it. I think it covers a little bit more of a, like maybe a darker tone than our first EP did. But I think it was a very necessary EP when it comes to our personal growth as a band.
Yeah, I heard some people comment on the fact that it's a little bit different than the first EP, which is not a bad thing. Of course, I think artists should kind of progress, shouldn't they, and develop as they go along. That's a very important part of what we do as singer-songwriters and artists, and I think you do that very well on this EP. And and from my point of view as well, boys, it was an honor for me to be part. I mean, I didn't have to do a lot of work. You had your songs and your tunes and your performance down to a fine art. You've always had.
Oh, please! Your patience was incredible in allowing us to say, like, what if you turn it all the way to the left channel? Okay, so what if you put 2 kinds of distortion on this one piece and then put that all the way to the right channel? So Thank you for your patience and putting up with our ideas that sometimes seem
Yeah.
overly ridiculously detailed, but
Not at
thank you
all. It
for
was a
that.
pleasure to do it. It was, like I said, an experience and a great experience, but an experiment for me as well. I mean, people who know me know I'm a singer songwriter. I'm only dabbling in the art of engineering and sound engineering and mixing and producing right now, and it's great fun to do. I like to record stuff and give my 2 cents worth as regards whatever I think works production wise, and then I always like to hand the project on to somebody who maybe a proper professional mixer or a master person, so I like to, that's what I like to do with this. I like to help you guys reach a certain thing, maybe do the groundwork with you, and then move along. And I think we did it very well, considering it was pretty much a home recording. Partly live. Yeah, I'm very impressed by the way it turned out, and the guys who took over the project and took it to the finishing stages can be very proud of themselves as well. As you mentioned earlier, they're great. You have a great team behind you. Yeah, sure do. Glenn, I wanted to ask you about you're busy all the time as well with different projects. Just give me a kind of an overview of what you're doing musically and with whom.
Um, I have 4 active projects at the moment. Um, the first one is the one we're talking about here, Bootleg Heroes.
Yes.
And then of course we have my other band, which I write most of the music for, and that's Sobertrist. And then I also play synths and guitar with Maite Louisa.
Yeah.
Also, you also had her on. And then I have a new project, a covers project of the Smiths.
Oh, okay. I didn't know about that one. That sounds great as well. Yeah.
I didn't even know about that
I
one.
didn't know. No. A cover project of the Smiths. Would you
They
be? Would
keep
you be?
popping up.
You'd always. Sorry.
They things fall into my lap.
They do. Yeah. Would you consider yourself a fan of the Smiths? Would that be your? Would you be a fan of them to begin with, or were you brought in, as a musician for a project that you didn't know much about at the beginning, or?
Well, as a true introvert, we know Morrissey.
Yeah, we can relate. We can relate to
Yeah,
Morrissey. Yeah,
it's
but that sounds like a very interesting project,
yeah,
Glenn. I'm,
giving
I'm,
a
I'm I'm
new.
curious about that. Yeah, well, and you mentioned, of course, Maite Louisa, the brilliant
Mhm.
Maite was here with us. We did an interview with Maite as well. And Carol, just before we go back into your project, people who may not know or have seen you on here before, you had great success. Both you had great success with the COVID 9000 playlist. Could you just recap on what that was about and for maybe new listeners who don't know about it?
Yeah, of course. So obviously, it's not really a secret that artists have been hit pretty bad by the COVID-19 pandemic.
Yeah.
So, at the very start of the pandemic, back in March and beginning of April, when everything was shutting down, we too noticed, we didn't want to release our EP immediately because the climate didn't feel right. All of the gigs we had planned to support it were also getting canceled. We just felt that in general, local artists were really having a tough time. So that's why we decided to set up the COVID 9000 playlist on Spotify. It's still live. I encourage everyone to go have a listen to it. It basically collects up and coming talent from Ghent. On one big playlist, there's a variety of genres. But the one thing all of these artists share is that they're incredibly gifted people with some incredible music. And honestly, this has been such a fun project to do. I've gotten to know so many incredible people through it. People from Sobertrist, Dina Boschra, the incredible Alice North. It doesn't stop. This was such a great experience.
It was amazing, and it ended up being like 3 batches of sort of playlists combined of artists. I mean, combined into one playlist. And I think for me personally, and maybe for you too, that it to date seemed to be one of the more successful Spotify playlists. It's no secret that I'm no big fan of Spotify, but it has its place in the industry. It's great way of discovering artists, new and up and coming and established, and I think that's why it really worked for all of us. But so well done. Kudos to both of you there. And I know it was bootleg heroes that kind of came up with the concept of doing it, and I know all the artists who And there's Eliza as well. Thank you, Eliza. She's given her heart. She's given her heart. Thank you for your heart, Elisa. We'll give our heart back to you there. Thank you for comment.
She knows she has our hearts. What are you talking about?
Elisa is in a band called Sunderwalt, and we'll be doing a project together next weekend as well, all going to plan. So tell us about, let's go into a song, lads. We have Sweetest Delusion lined up here, and this is from the new EP, right?
Yes.
Do you want to say anything about the song in general, or shall we just give it a spin?
Well, we always write songs together, you know, like everything is the product of collaboration. But Glenn is the one who originally came up with it and is also largely responsible for the lyrical side of things, or the direction we eventually took. So I think he's probably the better person to explain this one.
Well, go for it, Glenn, sir. Yeah.
I wouldn't say that, Carl, because this song really feels. I just gave the starting point, and I came up with a chord progression, which is just two chords. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Wow. And I had a chorus, and that's all. And then Carl came up with the melody of the verse very quickly, and then he had the bridge that was just like a chorus for a future song, and the future seemed to be then. And I said that's a bridge of that song, and then it all came together very quickly. And yeah, it's one of my favorites of ours.
Yes, it really did turn out really well, and I remember there was a lot of. I remember when we made it, I think there was a lot of takes in this song, a lot of tracks, not takes, tracks, a lot of tracks, and we were like, I remember the computer crashing a couple of times. We were looking, we had pan with stuff going on, doubled, layered. It was real fun doing it. But folks, here it is. Here's song number one from tonight's session. Anyway, it's from Bootleg Heroes. It's called Sweetest Illusion. Very lovely song. Check it out.
To hold the shapes we draw, passing clouds fulfill your flaws, undeniable. The scales, press, rewind, 'cause you give me something I can never forget. Don't make me choose, you will only lose. My sweetest illusion. Breathe me into your dreams. Weave me into the scenes. 'Cause you give me something I can never forget. Don't make me choose, you will only lose. My sweetest illusion, you believe in something, you give me something I can never forget. And don't make me choose, don't make me choose, you will only lose. My sweetest illusion, my sweetest illusion.
Sweetest Illusion. What a great track. Listen. There's a train leaving the station. I love that little outro. That was really great.
For sure, we spent an hour or more just on that outro.
We did. At least gone. Okay, a bit louder, a bit softer. Faded here. No, faded there. That was great. We faded it just.
This isn't the right kind of distortion.
Just in the right, just in the right place. Yeah, you threw some things at me that I was like going, what are they talking about?
What do they want?
How am I gonna? Are these guys ever gonna leave? No, not at all. It was really great. Thank you, Tom, for the comment as well. It was lovely indeed.
Thanks, Tom.
How did you two guys meet on the scene? I mean, you're very diverse musicians. I know. Was it how did the band form?
Well, you know how it goes. You know, you just stand on opposite corners of a room, just look in each other's eyes. It's that nervous twitch of the mouth. No, it's much less exotic than that.
It was in some bar, probably somewhere over pints. Was it? Did you hear each other play? Before you kind of came together, you must have been. Oh, he's good, or he's good. How do you remember it, Glenn?
Well, we have a mutual friend. He's also the drummer of the band I'm in now, Sobertist, Jonas. I've already mentioned him in the past.
Indeed.
And Jonas said he was jamming with this fella named Carl, and I should join.
Right. and you said no way.
And I said, Carl sounds. Why not? At the moment, at that time, I was still working out my piano skills, and they were looking for a piano player. So I wanted to improve myself, and yeah, why not? I said.
You said, why not give it a go? Yeah, but the thing is, in case people don't know you as a musician, I mean, you, even on this EP, you're playing guitars and synthesizers and bass and all kinds of stuff. What did I leave out? Probably straightforward piano.
Kazoo is in there as well, for sure.
Even kazoo,
And Carl played the drumming guitar.
Yes, I remember the drumming guitar very well. I do.
Putting your guitar up.
That was almost the end of our professional relationship. That was almost the end of it. When he started thumping the guitar, I thought, I'm not sure about this, guys. Not sure about this. No, but it was great because, and then Carol. I mean, I didn't know this, of course, when I met you first, but you're a metalhead. Aren't you? I mean, you're a shredder.
Yeah.
Is that where you started? Did you start off playing metal guitar, or what's your story?
That was my first love. All my idols are basically metal guitarists, so
name a few for the metalheads there.
I'm a huge Slayer fan, so the riffing of Kerry King and Jeff Hanneman is a huge inspiration to me. My favorite band for the longest time was Dream Theater. So the guitar player there, John Petrucci, is a technical wizard. So it's all these inspirations, mostly from thrash metal. It really influenced my playing a lot. And then when I, started listening to Beatles and Tom Waits and such, I was like, there's a lot of interesting things to do on guitar.
There is, and then you fell in love and settled down, and now you play lovely acoustic, soft.
I still try and incorporate the technical side of things in the solos. The solos I try and go a little beyond.
You're a great guitarist, but you're also, I know, judging by this headset, you're also a gamer. I heard on the grapevine. So you're just the complete geek, basically, if you don't mind me saying that. Would you,
What
would you
can I
say?
say?
You are, definitely.
I'd say I'm probably the full geek package. Yeah.
Yeah, you probably are. And you all, when you say gaming, is it like Pac-Man or what kind of games do you
Not
like?
quite. So not to plug my other projects, but
No, please do,
I'm
because
also
there are gamers who watch this who may be interested in, because you also
fair
write for the
story.
gaming magazine. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm also the head of reviews at Eurogamer Benelux, so which is the
Eurogamer
Dutch.
Benelux, right.
It's basically the Dutch version of Eurogamer, a really big British site. There I'm responsible for the reviews, so not just doing the reviews, but also coordinating who reviews what game, checking the texts, providing feedback and such. So that's actually a rather big part of my spare time. Yeah, really love it. Gaming is still a
Annegeen says
huge
that
passion.
geeks are cool, so she's a bit of a geek
Thank you,
herself.
Annegeen. Thanks for taking it up for all of us.
Geeks of the world unite. There you go. Solidarity in numbers. Nice. Thanks for that. Yeah, so it's great to have this. You both have this diverse sides to your characters as well, which I love. So you met and decided, okay, we're gonna try and form this duo. And who was it? That's a very geeky name as well, Bootleg Heroes. I mean, who's responsible for that?
A random name generated from the internet, I believe.
Extra geeky. So you went, give me a name, and away it went. Yay, the geeks! Jim Kane is on your side as well. Thanks, Jim.
Hi, Jim. Also kind of a geek himself. So
I believe. Yeah. Jim and yourself and Koba. We're working on you're working on a project which will be associated with the Row Room later on, so we have some news about that at a later time. Maybe next Sunday we'll talk about that on our 2-year anniversary show. Well, I see Jim popping up there. Hello, Jim. Thanks for joining us. So that's an interesting thing. We won't give it away right now, but it's a very interesting project coming in the songwriter world here in Ghent, and it's not strictly for Ghent, I assume, but it's going to be.
Yeah, it's also a bit broader.
A bit broader, yeah. But it's a very interesting project. When you told me about it today, I went, "Oh, that sounds great! Something that I'd love to be involved in to promote singer-songwriters." So we'll spill the beans on that on the big show next Sunday. Why not? Tell us a bit, boys, about Assassins in Pink. This is from the first EP, I believe.
Mr. Glenn, you want to say something more about it?
Okay. That name is also the result. The title is also the result of a random band name. and that was actually one of my proposed names that I got out of the generator for our brilliant band name that we got now, Bootleg Heroes. But alas, it did not make it, but it made it into this song.
So you were going to be called Assassins in Pink. So what you were saying, you would have liked if the band was called Assassins in Pink.
Well,
or Assassin.
Another name that was on the table was Pancake and Bamboozled.
Bamboozled, or the Bamboozled Pancake.
I gotta be honest, I think Bamboozled is still great, and maybe we should make that into a song as well.
So do I. I'm bamboozled on a regular basis, and especially these days. I mean, yeah, we don't know which end of this is up. These days, I think everybody's bamboozled, but fantastic. Let's give the song a spin, boys. It's from the first EP, folks, and of course, anybody who's on Facebook, please give the Facebook page a like there. Bootleg Heroes, you'll find the link just there on the screen, and of course in the description below. Give their page a thumbs up. This is Assassin in Pink from Bootleg Heroes.
floating like a feather, surfing the wind. We circle each other like two birds in spring. My body moves in ways I can't explain. I start to stutter when I hear your name. My flowers wilt, I drink my milk, just like James Dean. It's heaven or hell, nobody really can tell. It's never or now, don't make me wait up somehow. Could this be more than infatuation? You're so hard to please and you're such a flirt. My life is balanced on the hem of your skirt. I'd chase you forever if that's what you like. My heart's a balloon heading for a spike. You bite your lip, I'm in your grip. My assassin in pink. It's heaven or hell, but nobody really can tell. It's never or now, don't make me wait up somehow. Could this be more than infatuation? It's heaven or hell, nobody really can tell. It's never or now, don't make me wait up somehow. Could this be more than infatuation?
He just made it back in time. Did you see that? I thought he was going to be gone. He ran back. I'm giving away your secrets there now. Ken. I said, "Where's he gone? Where's he gone? He's back. He's back. He's back." Assassin in Pink.
I was never gone.
You were never gone. Another great track. And again mentioned there's great uplifting vibe, great mood in that song. Yeah, there is I wouldn't say a stark difference between your old EP and your new one. There are differences. Do you think will you guys consider? You probably won't combine both EPs, will you, into an album, or will you go down the road of trying to create an album of completely new songs, or what's the musical plan for the next step? Go on, tell me about it, Glenn.
All right. Can I ask him, Carl?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Well, then we have delightful news for you, Mr. Rua.
As long as you don't ask me to record anything.
Oh,
was that the
yeah,
question?
no, it wasn't that.
Go on, no, I'm sorry. Tell me, what was the question?
well, we're planning on recording an album after Carl comes back from his trip to Germany. And then we would like to record an album with 8 or 9 songs. We all have them. The songs are already somewhere in the process of being finished, except lyrically.
Okay.
And we would like to ask you to be the producer of it.
Oh dear.
So
Well,
don't turn us down, like please.
You know, I never turn down a gig as long as the money is good, lads. We have a deal. You know?
Oh my god, you know,
There
I
has to
feel like
be-
we just asked someone to marry us in like a
There has
football
to be-
stadium or something.
Maybe
It's like,
just a
ooh,
bottle
this is
of
awkward
whiskey or
if it
something. Yeah.
Turn that-
Well, I tell
Bad.
you what, I'd be honoured to play my part again in anything you do, because I'm a big fan of your music, and I have been since. I mean, I heard you guys. It was in Herberg Macarius, I think one of the better open mic nights in Ghent runs at Herbert Macarius, and I think, if memory serves me, that's where I first heard you perform. And I don't know if I was sound man there at the time or if I was just there in the audience, but yeah, your live set blew me away. We're going to have you singing a live song, because I immediately said, come on, you got to come into the RWR room and and do it. Max is a great fan of you as well. It's awesome. He says, make it 10 songs, go for double digits. Thanks, Max. We might have to do that. We'll see how it goes. We'll aim for 8, right? And maybe we'll on Max's suggestion there, or maybe by the time you come back, Carol, you'll have 2 more songs written. Why not?
Who knows? 8, 9, or 10. We have
8,
so many songs on the back burner, like you wouldn't believe it. So
okay. Well, that's great. That's a great way to be. And again, just says, say yes, Mr. Ruler. Well, okay.
I think he said yes.
I think I did. I think I am now engaged to Bootleg Heroes.
We're going to change the relationship statuses of our Facebook pages.
Congratulations to us. Yeah. Well, I certainly, that's a project I certainly look forward to sinking my teeth into with you guys. You both write songs individually. Do you find it, I always ask this in the interviews, how do you find co-writing? Or do you write together, or do you just bring stuff to the table that's kind of half finished and then go, yes, no, maybe? How does it work for you? How does the process go?
I think that's the real beauty of Bootleg Heroes. It's the fact that Glenn writes things, I write things. Then when we come together, we play them to each other, and we do mutual suggestions. And honestly, after that, it becomes our song. I wouldn't say that any single song is like, oh yeah, that's Glenn's song, that's Carl's song. No, every single one has gone through this insane process of just dismantling every little element. Everything is really the process of us working for every little detail on every little song, of adding our own little touches. And, honestly, I think that's what the strength is of Bootleg Heroes, the concept of the fact that it's us two. It's not that it's anyone's song, it's that it really is a Bootleg Heroes song. Yeah.
And do you find that, you're both very, I would say picky, we'll use the word picky, at what you do. You're perfectionist. And that's also one of the things I love about the band. You're both, the geekiness is there, the perfectionism is there, and the talent is there. But do you find at times where, and I've been in the room with both of you, where you're kind of both kind of pushing, politely at me, I'd like to go this way with it, and you say, no, I'd like to go that way with it, and then I have to come in between you and go, move away from the computer. Sometimes, but does that happen a lot? That's just a musician's perfection thing coming through there, but it hasn't come between you yet, anyway.
It's the Lennon-McCartney thing, right? Yeah. Like Glenn pulls in one direction, which I feel is generally the somewhat more complicated, more elaborate one.
Certainly,
mine is more the pragmatic. Yeah, mine is more the pragmatic, streamlined one. So in the end, I think the strength is we find middle ground. We try and take the best parts of both.
Yeah, like a good marriage. Like any good relationship, you have to give and take. How do you feel about it, Glenn?
I can say for definitely, I bring the chaos and Carl brings the order.
Nice. Good answer. You do, but it's kind of organized chaos. I've seen you in action. I've seen you, everything you do, with whatever band you're with, Glenn. You bring. You could be. The way I've described Glenn is like he could be playing 2 notes on a keyboard, like do 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 do. But doing that, he does it perfectly, and he'll work for maybe half a day on just those 2 sounds. You know what I mean? Am I right? Where he just.
I think that's a perfect description.
Yeah, and no matter what the job entails, be it very simplistic or very elaborate, Glenn will bury himself. I'm talking about you like you're not here now, Glenn, but you bury yourself into that task, and that's quite a commendable thing. And yeah, so this is and one of the main reasons that you're invited in to all of these projects and all of these shows. People know that you're a consummate professional, and yeah, so kudos for that. Do you think there'll be any heavy metal on the next album, Carol? We're going to do some proper shredding. Maybe with a section of the show with a big long wig, some curly wig, blonde, just rocking out.
I doubt it, but you know, in some of the solos, like the one we heard in Assassin in Pink, there's one where I let loose a little bit more. You know, I try and shred a little bit in that one part. So you know that's where you can sometimes hear the roots or
bit of
so.
shredding in there, indeed, yeah. But I want to play. As I said, as soon as I heard you, I you know, as if people don't know the channel, what I do is I try to bring musicians in to my home recording studio, the RWR Room, as it's called, and the channel grew out of that into songs from the RWR Room. But so the RWR Room is sort of the main production room where I bring sort of selected artists in to perform a song. So as soon as I heard you guys, I said you have to come in and play a song for us in the RWR Room. So this is one of the first performances I heard you play kind of up close, apart from the Herberg Macarius open mic, and I was blown away by this song. It's called "Aching All the Time." Where does the song? What's the inspiration behind it, or the story behind it, or is there one?
Oof, I vividly remember that I wrote the first draft of this one when being very much in the Nine Inch Nails phase. How strange as that may sound.
Really?
So that's the basic structure of the song. Then when it comes to the verse, though, that was actually born from another song that we used to have back in the day. So what we basically did is we mixed and matched two parts of two songs. You know, we had that chorus, we had that for a long time. Then we took the verse of a different song and we merged those two together. And yeah, magic happened. I distinctly remember sitting in my office. I was just working and suddenly in my head, I heard those two clicking. And I remember texting Glenn like, dude, I have such a great idea. Tonight at rehearsal, we have to try this out.
And that was it. And it was born. And it's just, I mean, the power of your playing on this, the power of your voices, the matching voices, your voices match so well. Anyway.
One of Glenn's best vocal performances, this one, by the way, I feel.
Yeah, well, I was blown away by it. So folks, I'm very proud to present this song to you. It's called Aching All the Time. And I know you're going to enjoy it. It's a great track. This is live from my home studio, the RWR Room. Here we go. Turn it up and rock it out.
You say that you've been so cautious. You say you've never been hurt. Whoa. You say you've been hiding in the corners of the ends of the earth. You say you'd rather shed your skin. You say from head to toe. Whoa. You say like serpents in spring, kids outgrow their clothes. And they're taking all the time, and I don't know how to make it stop. Aching all the time, and I don't know how to make it stop. Aching all the time, and I don't know how to make it stop. Aching all the time, and I don't know how to make it stop. You say you can't touch a taste. You say a liquid dream. Whoa. You say it melts in your head and it drips in your routine. And they're taking all the time, and I don't know how to make it stop. Aching all the time, and I don't know how to make it stop. Aching all the time, and I don't know how to make it stop. Aching all the time, and I don't know how to make it stop. aching all the time, and I don't know how to make it stop. Aching all the time, and I don't know how to make it stop. Aching all the time, and I don't know how to make it stop. Aching all the time, and I don't know how to make it stop.
Don't.
I have to say, there was such a great experience recording there. Honestly, it was
a fun
really, really,
afternoon.
really
It
nice
was,
afternoon.
It was. And you know, the good thing about, you know, working with you guys as well, you know, we can have the laugh. Thank you, Jim. Great stuff indeed.
Thanks,
You
Jim.
know, I mean, a lot of sometimes musicians, when you work with them, they're very, you know, you can be a serious musician and take yourself a bit too seriously. Does that make sense? You have to be able to stand back from it and have a laugh and go, that was absolute tripe. It doesn't work. And be open to the fact, you know, as a songwriter too in the studio, whether it's live or whatever it is, sometimes you have to be able to just stand back and take another opinion, or say to yourself, I really made a mess of that, you know. And this is why it was nice to do, because even though we did it live, we did a few takes, but even when we recorded the EP, there were parts and moments where we just kind of looked at each other going, nah.
No.
Or yeah, that was great, you know. Or we just come up with different ideas, like, you know, you played my Martin guitar on a piece, and it enhanced the song, or we cut out a certain thing, drum beat or something out of something, and we make it work together. But I love that, being able to work not only from my own experience in the studio, but working with other guys who are willing to, no matter how brilliant musicians you are, no matter how brilliant you are, to be able to stand back and realize, you know, yeah, it's not it's over the top, or it's not working, or there's something wrong. And that's great. So from that point of view as well.
You can always count on us to call something shit.
Good. How's the interview going, guys? Shit.
Oh,
Are we there yet?
I guess we
nearly-
did get engaged. It's
Well,
not
I
all
mean,
that bad, I guess.
No, we haven't. Hiya, Stephen. Stephen, the good Mojo is down there downtown.
Thanks, Stephen.
Warscott tuned in. Thanks for tuning in, Mr. Mojo. Good to see you. We need a bit of good Mojo these days. Did you have gigs during the great lockdown? I mean, there's still the great lockdown, but do you have stuff coming up, or I mean, was the stuff cancelled, or what's going on musically with the band with the Corona thing?
I mean, we originally had 3 gigs to support our EP that, you know, got cancelled. We did have a gig also scheduled, but due to personal circumstances, that was a little hard. And now there's not really much coming up anymore live, because I'll be going to Germany for a few months. But I mean, afterwards, as soon as that's done.
I didn't know. I thought it was a few weeks. Okay.
Oh no! It's really a few months. So it's going to be hard. Although I do encourage Glenn to come over, and maybe we can play a little bit in Leipzig. You know.
You see, yeah, okay, absolutely. You know, I know we're doing a recording of RWR Room Rambles one of these days as well. So look out for that on the channel, folks. I'm gonna get to record these great guys live again any day now. But yeah,
obviously that is actually a really nice live occasion that is coming up. Yeah,
that's one of the things we're gonna do. Yeah, not really for an audience, but yeah, it's definitely gonna be fun to do. And of course, get a down payment for the album and.
Oh, is it going to be this kind of engagement?
It is. Be warned, beware. I'm an awful shark. I'm an awful shark. Yeah, prenup, exactly. You want to beware of the sharks in the business, guys, you know. But yeah, maybe I can come over as well, and we can do a recording in Leipzig. Leipzig. How do you say?
Yeah. Leipzig.
Leipzig.
Sure.
Yeah, Leipzig. I'm thinking of.
That would be
Leipzig,
excellent, actually.
Thinking of Leipzig in Ireland. What was I going to say? So yeah, so you had some gigs cancelled, and who knows for the foreseeable future. But I know, Glenn, you've got stuff coming up with other projects, have you?
Yeah, I was pretty fortunate to have had some concerts with different bands. So I'm very grateful for that. And I have this Thursday I have a gig coming up at Woest. That's in the Brugse
Woest in
Poort,
Ghent, indeed, yeah. Nice
with
cafe.
Mike Louisa.
Oh yeah, you have. And that's what date is that on?
27th. This coming Thursday.
This coming Thursday, 27. So if you're in Ghent and you want to hear a great band, folks, that's the place to be. Cafe Woest in Brugse Poort, you said. Great. Okay, so it's nice that there's something is good. And I know Café de Loge, one of the original sponsors of this show, Mika and Jos, fair play to you. If you're watching, we're all indebted to places like Café de Loge as well, who, you know, are doing their utmost to bring live music back and keep live music live during these hard times. You know, with bubbles and social distancing rules, and it's very tough. But cafes like Woest and Café de Loge and anybody else who's brave enough to keep music going, brilliant, well done.
I mean, I think the people who watch the show do this already and know this already, but like, please support places like Café de Loge, Herberg Macarius. Also, please support the RWR Room. Please subscribe. I mean,
Thank you.
It's initiatives like this that really make a local music community breathe and really get together. Because I'll be honest, without initiatives like that, how many other musicians would we know in Ghent? Like, you know, you'd all just be kind of doing your own thing on your little islands, but you never really get together. And that's what these kinds of things are so good for really creating a vibrant community. So I also thank you for doing this.
Well, I appreciate you saying that. Thank you very much. And of course, we're as I said, we have a great community is the word. You nailed it on the head there. We have this great community here. I mean, this channel has grown immensely in 2 years. As I said, we almost have 1,000 people just subscribed, you know, viewers, potential viewers, and more to come. We're about to push it over the 1,000 mark. So if you are new to the channel, folks, please subscribe. Please share the videos. You know, I mean, that last video I played has only got 364 views. It should have 3,000 views. But by sharing the videos from
Do you mean
the channel,
3 million views?
I do. Yeah, absolutely. And Jonas has something to say there as well. Jonas, thank you very much. Well said, Carol. He almost sounds like a lawyer, you know. You have to watch him, Jonas. He has the smooth talker, this fella.
The truth emerges of my law degree. Does that make me less of a respected musician?
There you go. That's the law degree shining through there, Carol. Elisa wants you for president in 2020 as well, so maybe.
Move over Joe Biden.
Who knows? Absolutely. Here comes Carol. And again, she's a great supporter of the RWR Room. She says all her money's gone into the RWR Room. I want to support you all, but you know, that's it. She's not a millionaire, but she's doing it. But she's a great supporter of the show, and she'll be on as one of the guests next Sunday, folks. We'll be doing the 2-year anniversary of the RWR Room with a few special guests and a few fans and a few sponsors and just great people who'll come on here and talk to us. But thank you for saying that. I much appreciate it. I mean, this is a hobby, as you know. I sometimes get a bit of people visiting the shop to help support the channel and donating to the PayPal account, which is great. You know, this is not the goal. The goal is to create an archive and to help support my fellow singer-songwriters. And we're all doing a great job in the scene and behind the scenes. And we just got to keep going. This too shall pass, as they say, and we will get through it. We will get through it all. We have one more song, folks, and it is a song. Let me have a look here. Walk in the Park. Anybody want to say anything about this great song? It's from the first EP as well.
Yeah.
I think Glenn probably still has some thoughts on this one.
Let us know what.
This is a typical example of first this was a Carl song, and like Carl said, we made it into a Bootleg Heroes song. So he came up with the verses and the choruses, which I already very much liked. And then he said to me, we need an ending. And this is something that he always does. He puts me on the spot and then something comes out, and that was the ending. Oh yeah, kind of the ending.
There we go. I need an ending now. He's very demanding, this Carol fella. So I can imagine he's hard to say no to, isn't he? He's persuasive. You can really feel that he has the law degree. You know, I mean, he talked me into something earlier today as well. You know, which we won't go into. But
You're legally obliged to make that album now
yeah,
for us. I mean,
I know, and you have to be careful and read the small print with that Carol guy, because you get roped into stuff before you know it. You're like, yes, Carol, okay, yes, let's do it. And I'm going, but, okay, and you end up going, right, okay, I'll do it. Where do I sign?
You
But,
can back down now.
Yeah, I'm back down now. And is there something that makes the song? Is there a particular sound or shape to the song that you would say makes it a Bootleg Hero song as opposed to, say, a Carol song or a Glenn song? Do you search for a certain formula? Is that the right word, or do you just kind of wing it?
it's I think the moment when we decide, like, okay, so now we both play the exact same thing. This is kind of boring. So one of us is going to try and do something interesting with the guitar, and then with our voices, we're also going to try and do two different interesting things. And man, I think with this song in particular, the pre-chorus, that's, I think, where you can really hear it. The pre-chorus and the ending, actually.
And the ending, actually, a very kind of a signature sound for you guys. Well, I'm going to play the song, and then I'm going to come back and we'll say our goodbyes. Okay, so hang on there, folks. Here we're going to have one more song from the brilliant Bootleg Heroes, "A Walk in the Park," and it's no walk in the park these days, but yeah, let's go.
Shadow stretches out for miles, like a flower bends towards the light. His fingers reach only to touch the chill of glass. Surrounded by drawings of pastures and brooks, of a world he only knows from books. He snaps up from his reveries when children pass. Jump and they run in the afternoon sun, skipping rocks, building rafts on the riverbed, tin can phones and digging holes to China. He imagines walking right beside them among the giants slaying dragons. His mind drifts like dandelion seeds upon the wind.
Yeah, A Walk in the Park, guys. That's another great track. I'm still trying to come to terms with the fact that I have to work with you again.
Off screen, he's actually been drinking whiskey after whiskey.
You think there's coffee in this?
Trying to
You want
prepare.
a mug, by the way? The Rua Room shop, lads. Yeah. Oh dear. No, it's going to be good. It's going to be good fun. When you come back, I look forward to getting stuck into helping you make your album. Absolutely. It's going to be great. And I want to thank you very, very much for being here for the last hour with us, Carol and Glenn. And I hope to see you both very soon, either individually or collectively. We'll meet up somewhere, maybe on Thursday at the gig at Woost. Glenn, if I can free myself up, absolutely.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much it. The COVID playlist, folks, by the way, on Spotify is still alive and kicking. COVID 9000, it's called. That song was on it. Lots of great songs on it. Even I have a song on it. So please check that out. If you do the Spotify thing, please check out that. Please give the Facebook page of Bootleg Heroes a like, and of course, subscribe to this channel as well. And please share the videos from the channel. If you like a band on the channel or the Bootleg Heroes band, any band you like, find a video, share it out. It helps to get the music out there. It helps to promote what we're all doing here. So thanks also to everybody who tuned in. Guys, I'll see you down the road. Keep up the great work. Good luck with the EP. People can find it on the usual places, the Spotify, the iTunes, the wherever, all over the digital world.
Chinese music websites as well, so if you're
brilliant.
partial to those.
That's how you know you're famous.
Honestly, we're on everything, so just whatever you want, just listen to us.
Whatever you want. Well, look, I much appreciate you being here. This will be available to share, lads, after the broadcast. So share it out, share out the songs. Let's get these things out there for the musicians and for the Songs to the Rule Room channel. Glenn and Carol, have a great evening. Thanks for being here.
Yeah.
Thank you for doing this, and thanks for everyone who tuned in.
Ciao, boys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bootleg Heroes, folks. The inimitable Bootleg Heroes. That is their Facebook page. If you're watching on Facebook, please give their page a like. And if you are watching on YouTube, we're almost at 1,000 subscribers. This week, the 29th of August at 8 p.m. for an hour and a half, I'll be doing a special live stream talking to friends, fans, families, who knows, sponsors. They'll all be here. Speaking of sponsors, thanks again to the wonderful G-Sharp Guitars for sponsoring tonight's stream. Bootleg Heroes, thank you so much for being here. Thank you very much for being here, for all the lovely comments that you gave us as well here tonight through Facebook and YouTube. We will see you next Sunday, all going to plan, 29th of August, 8 p.m. Central European Time, for a very special Raven with